Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Walpole, commentator for Apex Wrestling here, welcoming you live in Las Cruces, New Mexico, in the Pan American Center. And I'm not alone. I'm joined with me by the craziest motherfucker known to man.
Yes, it is I, the man more hated than that referee that called for the bell at the Hell in the Cell match just tonight. It is I, the greatest color commentator in all of CAW today, Riley Wolf, and we are here for round 3 of Ground Zero's Chase for the Gold.
Oh yes, indeed, and I love how you took a jab at Hell in a Cell, considering how literally nobody gives a fuck about it. But we're here tonight, and we're gonna make sure our matches are gonna be the best damn matches you'll ever see. That will beat Hell in a Cell right straight through that motherfucking ground. And we're gonna get this night started with the first of 3 Chase for the Gold tournament matches. And what a way to get them started than Yuri Kato taking on Matt Matthews.
Yes, highly contested right now. Matthews currently undefeated and looking to continue that role. Yuri kind of has not lost yet in the tournament. Has gained a tie because something happened because of that armband on his arm. And he's looking to just put that aside and to take this youngster to school. My feelings aside, Yuri is one of the finest athletes that Apex has ever been graced with, and we're ready to see this big fat piece of shit get beaten by this gladiator guy that I lost to as well. But we don't talk about that.
Well, speaking of which, these two men are actually the top 2 in their board. Because after last week, TAMURA is now 0-2, looking to get something going here in the main event against TK Rec. In the meantime, DHJ and TK Rec are tied at one loss each. So they both won a victory here tonight. You are currently 1 win, 1 loss. Lance Romance and Yuri Kato are tied at 1 win, no losses, and 1 tie. And Matt Matthews currently the only man in this block to be undefeated, 2-0. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna see if Matt Matthews can keep that roll going, or if Yuri Kato can find an answer to Matt Matthews' moveset. And with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to interrupt you if you're gonna have something to say, but we're gonna get this started now, right now.
Let's go.
Making his way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, weighing in at 209 pounds, Yuri.
Well, Yuri Kato, as you can tell from what happened last week, he is back and he's got a new armband on him from after what happened last week when he and Lance Romance willingly took a draw to end their matchup this past episode of Ground Zero. And what a moment that was indeed.
That was absolutely despicable. I am a very ruthless man that does what I need to get where I am, but I would never do something as heinous as that. Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, Yuri Kato looking to try to find a way to beat Matt Matthews, who in himself, before this tournament, has actually been a tough cookie to put down. He's only lost at least one match, and that was against Joe Bodyguard a couple of weeks, if not about a month and a half ago.
Oh yeah. That's right. Matt Matthews has been on quite the roll. Not a perfect streak like Kirk Carter has, but a nice one nonetheless.
The Maverick, Matt Matthews.
And Matt Matthews looking to take it to Yuri Kato. This is actually the very first time these two men have set foot in the ring against each other, both in and out of Apex Wrestling. So this is going to be a damn good fight here, to say the least. And I can't wait to see what these two men will bring to the table. Because right now, Matthews wants to give Yuri Kato that first official loss in this tournament, while Yuri Kato wants to end Matt Matthews' undefeated streak in this tournament here tonight. So both men got something riding on this matchup here to start things off.
Definitely indeed. Love about this tournament, you get to see dream matches you never would imagine have seen in any other promotion but Apex Wrestling. And we are ready to get it underway right now!
And the bell is about to be rung, and it is rung, and this match is now underway. Kato and Matthews, first time ever. The question is, considering how this is the first time ever, it may be difficult to pick somebody to win here in this matchup, because this is just as unpredictable as possible. This is probably the most unpredictable matchup we've seen. I'll cover by Matthews already, but a quick on at one. Ever since Matthews in his match with TAMURA last week on Ground Zero, and that match was a hell of a good fight here, to say the least.
It quite was. I think the only way to really compare these two is with their championship accomplishments. Yuri, the more experienced of the two, more decorated than the others, winning world champions, mid-card titles, tag team champions, in all different call promotions. Unfortunately not getting much success in Apex, but he's looking to change that right now. Matthews, unfortunately, not holding any gold.
Well, right now he is. Well, Matt Matthews, like I said earlier, he's only lost one time in his Apex career, I should say, not his entire career, because he's had some losses outside of Apex Wrestling. But then again, we can't really say too much for rookies, because sometimes they're not going to win every match they're put in front of. But that's not to say that Matthews has been a man that is looking to give his opponents a damn good fight, the fight that they probably never had, as he put it himself.
And it definitely is surprising seeing a rookie that has such little experience being in a tournament that's going to crown one of the most prestigious champions in all of CAW, the Apex World Champion. So he's got to just take every moment of this and run with it.
And as we've been talking, this match has been going back and forth exactly what this tournament should be about. Seeing all kinds of back and forth moments here in these matches. And this match is already showing that so much that it's not even funny. We can't even make a joke about it.
Definitely so. Very, very back and forth. We're not going to get incisive squashes, because these guys are no joke. These are high-level athletes that have trained for this, that have trained for matches like this.
Well, if you notice, Yuri Kato has actually been trying to make Matt Matthews tap out. He's done 3 submission holds this whole matchup, but Matthews actually being a bit, excuse me, actually being a bit, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's being a bit, he's actually being I can't think of the word I'm looking
resilient.
for. Yes.
He's not backing down.
Thank you. That is exactly what I was trying to say. He is not the type to back down. He is the type to give a fight no matter how big or how small you are. He is like the Steve Austin, but the only difference is he doesn't drink beer and he doesn't cuss like a sailor.
There is only so much you can do, though, after your leg stops working, after your arm stops working. He can be as resilient as he wants, but when you hear pop in your arm or pop in your leg, you can't do it anymore.
Yuri Kato, I think, may have actually scared some of the crowd, maybe even Matthews, but he actually missed Matthews doing that. Now look at him going for the inverted power slam. Well, an inverted running power slam by Kato to Matthews. What an incredible move that was. And now Matthews taking it to Kato, working on his arms, doing whatever he can against this man. Matthews measuring Kato, gonna go for it, and there's the line, lay down, cover. kick out of 2 by Kato.
Wow. Takes a lot to kick out of that. And Matthews is going to take this and go forward with it. He's like a sponge. He'll take anything you throw at him. He'll soak it in and throw it right back at you.
Oh, yes, indeed. He has been that type of wrestler. And I actually think that's a very interesting interpretation, calling him a sponge. But now, Matthews, I hope now Matthews is going to be an interesting thing here with Yuri. Kato doing a suplex to Matthews. And seeing how Kato will bring, what Kato will bring to the table. Nice Osaka DDT there, considering Matthews just gave him his finisher move. Cover kick out of 2 by Matthews.
Yuri's got to throw some decisive blows at him before he is able to throw another Latin laydown towards him. He's got to end this match quick before Matthews gets that second wind.
Oh, there's the gladiator kick! Covered! Oh, kick out of 2 by Kato. Just
that
as
second one I
quickly.
was just talking about.
Yes, indeed. That gladiator kick out of nowhere, but Kato managed to kick out. So now I believe Matthews is going to be trying to wear down Kato. Maybe to where if he does go for the Latin laydown, Kato does not see it coming, and he has done it to where he'll just come out of freaking nowhere with it. Well, what's Matthews going for here? Oh, it's going top rope. Oh!
Not something we always see from Matthews, and it seems like it paid off.
Oh, he's going for an elbow drop. Now measuring Kato. Going for it again. And Kato moved out of the way. That's what I said earlier. You should only do it when you think your opponent will not see it coming. And now that may have just cost Matthews. Maybe.
Hey, just stole that move from me. That's my move.
Nothing is ever your move, boy. If that was the case, then everybody who did all the first variations of the wrestling move would be saying the same exact thing you are. And what a nice judo throw by Matthews to Kato.
Kato must got distracted by me, just infuriated by him stealing such an iconic move.
Matthews looking to get some more second win here, and there's a nice running clothesline to Kato by Matthews.
Possible third win. I've never seen something like this.
And there's the gladiator kick. Cover. And Matthews is 3-0. How in the world is this young man doing this?
I don't know. I don't know at all. But if he keeps this up, he's definitely in line to become the next Apex World Champion.
If he does keep it up, he is already seemingly pushing himself to possibly being the #1 man in this whole tournament. Because as far as I remember, and I will double check on the tournament listings just to be sure, but as far as my knowledge goes, aside from him, Kirk Carter is the only one undefeated on the Warzone side. So now it seems like, and that's very interesting to say the least, because Carter and Matthews, I think, actually faced off against each other before in a matchup, before Carter was Intercontinental Champion.
Here is your winner,
wow.
the Maverick, Matt Matthews.
So now because of that, Matthews is now 3-0, while Kato is now has won across the board. 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie.
Correct. Indeed, that throws him a place down under Lance Romance, and we're going to see Lance up very soon against my beast, DHJ.
Oh yes, that is indeed, that is going to be good. So, with that all being said, let's go down to the second matchup as we are going to switch gears a little bit. Coming up next, Jimmy Martinez, a member of Blackwire, who have been making their presence felt in Ground Zero since they invaded the show, looks to go one-on-one against Austin Collins, who's actually had an attitude change. So, This is going to be interesting to say the least. Because you got one man who we haven't seen wrestle yet taking on a man who has actually had a second calling, because ever since his attitude changed, he has been on one hell of a roll lately.
Yes, me and all of Blackwire agrees, which is why this match is happening. We saw the momentum Collins is getting, and we want to quash it as quickly as possible so Martinez can swoop in and take the opportunity as #1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion. But this is just his first match, so we're just going to have to see if he has this bounce pad, which is Austin Collins.
Well, this might be Jimmy Martinez's I just think this is going to be an interesting debut matchup for Martinez, just based on Austin Collins' attitude. But we'll see what happens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Martinez is ready. The audience is ready. I know we're ready. So without further ado, Martinez, Collins, coming up right now.
Yep.
Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 265 pounds, Jimmy Benjamin Martinez.
So I know you've seen what Jimmy Martinez can do in this ring. So because you've had more experiences dealing with him, tell us about Martinez.
One of the most impressive men you will ever see step foot in this ring. Was recruited by DHJ into Blackwire to wreak havoc, to show the world what he is made of, and that is why he is here. He is here to show what Blackwire is made of, and we here at Blackwire are ready to see Jimmy Martinez make an impact.
Well, Jimmy Martinez, I believe, did make an impact when he attacked Kirk Carter on Ground Zero a couple of weeks ago after Carter's match. But now he's going to be competing in this ring completely. And when I first seen him, he was a big dude. But Austin Collins is on here, and this is a man who has had the biggest attitude change we have seen in quite some time. So him facing Jimmy Martinez might just be a very interesting matchup, to say the least.
I definitely agree. Has definitely changed his attitude ever since he's been hanging around Natural Romance and Yuri Kato. From what I hear, they call themselves Alpha, and they're here to make an impact through the Chase for the Gold tournament, through Austin Collins' new attitude change, and through possibly Alex Wolf later on tonight beating the Intercontinental Champion. We'll have to see about that. One Alpha member at the time, and we are focusing on this Alpha member, Austin Collins, and whether he can topple the beast, Jimmy Martinez. Everyone's a beast in Blackwire.
Oh, don't forget, everybody in Blackwire's had their ups and downs. But maybe Jimmy Martinez will be the one to at least start the turnaround. So we'll see what happens here. Martinez is ready. Austin Collins being a cocky son of a bitch. And the referee is running them out, and this match is now underway. And Martinez just doing a big body slam to Austin Collins at the very first move of this matchup.
Just tossed him like he was nothing, when honestly, though the big attitude change, Collins still weighs probably about $150 and is going to be thrown around by somebody that probably can bench press me 2 times over.
Did you say bench press me 2 times over?
Yes, we tried. We tested.
Okay. I almost started that in the wrongest way possible, but then I'm like, okay. So right now, Collins doing a counter on Martinez. And now Martinez going back to this body slam. second body slam he's done thus far.
Sometimes the simplest moves are the hardest and are the most painful.
Yes, indeed. And right now, Collins actually doing some clubbing blows to Martinez. And the referee is down after Martinez runs right into him.
See how big that guy is? He wasn't even trying to go after the referee, and he knocked him down.
Damn, that's pretty impressive. But right now, Martinez back in control. Austin Collins has been trying to get something going, but Martinez has just been unstoppable since the opening bell.
Indeed. I think the current general manager, Christian Tracy, has been scared to put him on the show because stuff like this would happen. Absolute Beal tosses, slams, broken bones, bruised muscles, and concussed skulls.
Oh, right now, Martinez is just... Oh, nice drop toe hold counter by Collins. Looking to try to get something going in this matchup. Because right now he's not doing too good, and there's a nice move there by Collins. And now Collins doing like a leg hold. Not doing an ankle lock, but more of just a leg hold to Martinez. Who's kicked him away and saving him from submissions in this matchup. But right now Martinez going for a just looking to show his strength, doing a very slow power slam, cover after that move, and a quick on it one by Collins.
Holding him and cradling him like a baby for a solid 3 seconds before slamming him down to the mat. Such an impressive human being physically.
I wouldn't say that, because there's some men who could do that to other wrestlers as well. But either way, Martinez again taking it to Collins, who I thought was going to have at least some sort of thing going for him, but now I just don't know. He's just been having so many problems with Martinez tonight that it's almost a wonder how the hell Collins is... Oh, man, elbow right in the stomach. And there's a cover there by Martinez. And a kick on it too by Collins. But I'm starting to wonder if Collins has anything left in the tank after taking all these big moves. And now Martinez looking to possibly end it right here. Overhead, belly to belly.
Absolutely beautiful. Keeping the arms low so he can't catch his fall.
Cover.
Just dropping him.
And Martinez, just like that, destroyed Austin Collins.
Decisive. He's probably saying to Collins, who's next? And really, who is next for this beast of a man, Jimmy Martinez? I don't know who's going to be ready for him.
Well, I don't know, but Martinez just dominant here tonight in his debut match in Apex Wrestling. Already he is giving Blackwire their first victory since making their presence felt in Ground Zero.
Incorrect.
Let me guess.
We have the Monopoly Tag briefcases. How do you think we got them?
Okay, so that's 2 matches won, but you still won more matches than you've lost more matches than you've won. That's still the case.
That's gonna change tonight as DHJ mops the floor with Lance Romance. Just you wait. And you don't have to wait very long, because that match is next.
Ooh. I got a text from Lance Romance. He's actually not too impressed with Martinez here. He said, based on what we were talking about, he said that sounds too much for someone smaller than me. Shots are being fired here. Alright, so Lance Romance is doing a bit of smack talking to Blackwire, but as Riley Wolf has said, they're facing up next. Romance, DHJ. This is going to be a crazy matchup to say the least, because these are two big men. And with that being said, Lance Romance is currently only has. See, Lance Romance is not really doing. Hold up. Gotta check the standings here just in case we all forget. So right now, Lance Romance is in the lead, is in now going to be in second place with 1 win and 1 tie. In the meantime, DHJ is currently no wins and 1 loss. So, as I said before, Lance Romance wants to keep that loss at 0, while DHJ wants to get something going for himself in this tournament.
Keep in mind, last week was his bye week, so he really didn't have the opportunity to stuff his fist into someone's mouth and to shut anybody up. Tonight he has that opportunity because talk is cheap. It's all about the go, 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 and we're going to see DHJ go, go, go all over Lance Romance.
I love how you said it like that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Romance is ready, the crowd's ready, we're ready, let's get this shit going. Romance, DHJ, it's coming up next, as in right now.
Making his way to the ring from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 279 pounds, Lance Roy Mann.
Oh, Lance Romance looking to keep things going for him here in the second of 3 Chasing the Gold tournament matches. And now the question is, he already shot some fires at Jimmy Martinez just a few moments ago, but he's going to be dealing with another member of Blackwire in this matchup, and that is DHJ.
Yep, DHJ does not take too kindly to those who disrespect his teammates. These guys might be ruthless body breakers and statement makers, but at the end of the day, what they do most of all is look out for each other. Something I don't think I could say about Alpha.
Ooh, shots being fired back. But now, Lance Romance, you can tell he is ready. And now we are going to be awaiting the arrival of DHJ. But man, I'm already excited for this matchup. 2 big men, and we're going to see who is the more dominant of the group. And right now, Lance Romance needs to avoid what Yuri Kato went through a few moments ago, and that is he needs to try not to lose this matchup against DHJ to at least get 1 member of Alpha on the board. And here he is, Dean Henry John, DHJ.
Here he is, yes. One of the most gifted athletes I've ever seen. One of my most proudest signings I've ever had for not only Apex, but as their financial and legal manager.
And his opponent,
There's nothing bad I can say about Dean Henry John, the Grimlock of all of them.
Well, DHJ, he is currently one of the lower ranked members on the board, aside from yourself, I believe. But either way, DHJ looking to get something going for any of the between you and himself, as I believe, regardless of what happens, one of you two men are looking to try to add an on into this tournament by trying to get one of you two into the finals of this matchup. But at the moment, I honestly do not see that happening. But you know how it is. Sometimes a match can make all the difference here. This is a do-or-die situation for both men. Lance Romance not wanting to do what Yuri Kato did earlier tonight. But at the same time, DHJ wants to do something that you nor he have been able to do for a while now in this tournament. That is get some form of victory in this match. Even though actually I take that back, because I believe last week, if not the week before, you went up against TK Rec and you won that matchup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. Bite your tongue before you say anything disrespectful. That's not the truth about me. I did win against TK Rec, and I'm on my bye week because that took a little bit off of me. But next week against Yuri Kato, I am going to put that gutless son of a bitch his nose into the dirt like I have twice before, or should I say 4 times before.
Oh, clever. Quick on it, won by Romance. Meanwhile, DHJ is the man that is not doing too good in the tournament, but if he keeps on what he's doing, gaining control over Romance, he might actually get the first victory and try to meet you up in the polls, up in the rankings, I should say, in regards to how the win-loss tie system works.
Keep in mind, we're only on round 3. There's still a lot of leeway in this tournament. There's still a lot of maneuvering that can happen. Who knows, maybe DHJ comes out ranked first and we have ourselves the next Apex World Champion right here, all after losing just his first match. Only losing 1 match so far out of 6 more.
Well, we'll see what happens. And you mean 5 more, because don't forget, everybody gets a bye week. So they all pretty much get at least 6 matches each. So, I guess we're even there. You bit my tongue and I bit yours, so you know what I'm saying. Don't take that out of context.
Somebody clip that and make sure it sounds like the most homoerotic thing possible.
Oh my. We're not on Twitch, so we're on YouTube. Nobody can clip it. Unless they were on their phones.
Yes.
Oh, and now DHJ manhandling Lance Romance right here. We just seen Jimmy Martinez do that to Austin Collins, manhandling him. But the difference between Collins and Romance are the fact that they are very different structure. They are very differently built, covered by DHJ, and just a 1 count right there.
It shows you the power that DHJ holds if he's tossing around someone as big as Lance. Lance is a very big individual. I've been in the ring with him, and he is not easy to toss around like DHJ is doing right now.
Not exactly. So he's making it look easy. And right now, these 2 men are outside right in front of us. And what a clothesline now. Flying clothesline by DHJ right in front of us.
There you go. There you go. You got this.
And now, oh, DHJ going over and smashes Lance Romance's face onto the steel steps. And there's a very European uppercut by Romance.
European.
I call it a very European because that's what they called it in the games with Cesaro, sir. I don't want to hear it. In the meantime, Romance gonna add some more punishment with a body splash on the apron. And DHJ is down.
For a big man like Lance Romance, he sure does put his body on the line more so, but more high-risk moves and more just overall dangerous moves that can really affect him if not done properly.
Well, Romance, as his name suggests, he may be a lover boy or a ladies' man, but when it comes to being in that ring, he is all about business. As he is shown here, he may do some moves that might not make any sense, but in the end, he does what he can to get that victory.
We'll just have to see if it's enough for this victory against DHJ.
Oh, and John, DHJ now going for a wicket, just flexing it on and going for a wicket, clothesline in the corner, cover. And DHJ got the victory after that clothesline.
There we go. Like I said, you're possibly looking at the next Apex World Champion. Just because of one loss doesn't mean he's out. He's very ready for the next opportunity, and he's going to take it at any cost possible.
Well, there is one little problem. Don't forget what Lee Anderson has made you and him go through. He has ordered you two to be put to wrestle in your match against each other, and where there will be no countouts or disqualifications allowed.
I mean, look where that got him. Now we have another faction running nuts, doing the thing that Lee Anderson thought we were going to do. Think about that next time you point me out. Lee Anderson, I know you're listening to this in the back.
Alright, so now switching gears a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, coming next in is our women's division matchup here tonight. It's sisters versus sisters. Quins versus Brooks. Or should I say Brooks and Black. Because one of them does have the last name Black, but they are sisters. So, whatever the case is, here it is. It's sisters versus sisters regardless. So now the big question is, which sister tag team is going to be walking out victorious here tonight?
I'm already confused. Who is who?
The Quins on the left, the Brooks Dynasty on the right.
I see. Who are they?
Let me guess.
I ran this show and I had no idea who these girls were.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Your name isn't Emily Gray, I don't care about women.
Damn! So now you're saying the only woman you care about is Emily Gray, not even Rochelle Ross?
Scratch that. I said at the time, while I was Ground Zero General Manager, I'm no longer Ground Zero General Manager, so the only woman I really care about now is Rochelle Ross. Because I'm speaking of past tense. But anyway, let's go on with this confusing tag match of women's wrestling and feminism and yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, that made absolutely no sense, but okay yes. Then. So, as you can obviously tell, this is going to be the first time Riley Wolf has ever called these two women's match in this match, and this is going to be the first time he's called both women. That's why he's apparently confused as fuck. But now he gets to see them firsthand right by my side. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Quins, Brooks, match is coming up right now. Let's get on with the show. Get on with that.
No.
Could you imagine if that was the thing where all of a sudden we hear the, get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Get on with it. I'm fine. We'll go on to the show, damn.
I'm very confused. I'm gonna pull a whole towel during this entire match, probably.
And Whitney Quinn, the family.
Alright, so in case you are just like him and you don't know who the hell is who, let me put it to you this way, okay? Oh, damn. Anyway, that is Crystal Quinn in the white outfit, and her sister Whitney in the orange attire with the black jacket. But meanwhile, oh man, Lance Rawman's still firing a bit of shots on, some more shots at Blackwire. Here's what he said. Made sense I lost. I had a very busy schedule representing Alpha proudly while Blackwire was on their ass on the couch.
Excuses, excuses, excuses. And we were not in the couch. We were at the gym, bench pressing my weight 2 or 3 times over, depending on the member of Blackwire. I'll specify when they're in a match.
Okay. And there they are, the Brooks Dynasty.
And their opponents, the Warrior Princess, Angel Black, and Ali Brooks, the family.
Well, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. But here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the Brooks Dynasty. They are looking to impress here tonight. And so, based on at least appearances alone, what do you think about these two women tag teams?
They look identical. They look identical.
What? It's identical. What the hell are you talking about?
It spells identical. I will protest the English language until we have spellings that look exactly alike.
Okay then. So this is going to be an interesting matchup to say the least here. This is the first time in Apex Wrestling these two tag teams have faced off against each other. But I can tell you this for certain. We got the Apex Women's Tag Team Champions watching this matchup from backstage. Just because why the fuck not?
They're scouting out competition. They were scouting out competition.
Yeah, indeed. They want to try to find a team that is, in their eyes, more dominant than even Denki Guy 2K were when they and Charm City Queens faced off for the Apex Tag Team titles and winning the belts in near dominant fashion. Even though Denki Guy 2K did try to give them a fight, it just wasn't enough for CCQ to be intimidated and to lose the matchup.
Very correct. After losing the inaugural Apex Women's Tag Team Championship match, because of Fire and Desire, actually, they were on a mission to rectify that with that second opportunity, and they took it hook, line, and sinker.
And right now, already a submission hold being applied here. A very hard-hitting one, but let's be honest here. As hard as it is to see these submission holds, in my book, the women's body are more flexible than any man's body I've ever seen. Compared, in my book, that's just how it is.
Yeah, scientifically, yes, the women's body is more flexible than men's.
Damn. I can see you tested on your phone. What the hell is going on there?
Oh my god, he's saying tough talk from a person paying millions for security a year. Hey, that's because people want me dead. I need security because people want my fucking head. Because I talk too much shit.
The same could be said about Jim Cornette, but yet, well, to be fair with Jim Cornette, he does have his wrestlers that he manages being his security, so to speak. But I'm pretty sure at his younger age, he probably could fend off some people with his racket.
I'm looking for a gimmick while I come out to the ring. Maybe a cane. I'm getting old. I need a cane.
In the meantime, oh man, Whitney actually trying to take it to, I believe that is, crap. I believe that. Hey, it can't be hard when you got wrestlers who literally wear somewhat near the same identical shit that you don't even recognize who's named who, even though they have.
I told you they were identical.
It's identical. Get your fucking English right. I don't know what English you're
Oh,
looking at.
process the English language until something is done.
You and the...
Call
my...
the match.
Either way, Whitney looking to tag in her sister here. Crystal now being the legal woman, I should say. I almost called her the legal man because she honestly is not a man. She is a woman.
She's a man, baby.
Oh my god, don't ever do that again with Austin Powers. I already knew you were going Austin Powers there, and I don't really see much of the movies. I haven't seen, what? How many movies are there? 2 or 3?
There's 3.
Okay. It's like Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, Austin Powers, Gold Member, and Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Now that's coming back to my head, but I didn't know if there was 3, if there was a bit more, at least one more than that. And even then, who would even want to watch Austin Powers? Probably aside from the die-hard Austin Powers fan base. Uh-oh. Crystal needs to hurry. She gets in the ring. And... and now... outside again. These two women looking to take it to each other. Oh man. Clubbing blow right in the face of Crystal.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like I always get distracted with matches like these. They always happen right before the main event, or like the match before the semi-main event.
Okay, I got a question here. How the hell did one half of Brooks Dynasty miss a dropkick and then come back up as if it was a no-sell? How the shit does that happen?
They must be very quick on their feet.
It must be, but right now, Whitney, oh, nice arm drag. And
I know, I personally, if I fall on my head and I'm still conscious, I get right back up.
Oh, wait a minute, Quinn already with the armbar. But not gonna work. The Brooks Dynasty, I may not know their names too well, but either way, these two women have been a tag team, a very dominant one, and now a future shock DDT kick attitude.
Quite the impressive move, but not impressive enough to take out Ariel, maybe?
Oh, that is Alia Brooks, actually. And now Ariel Black being tagged in, and there's fourth wall breakage. I don't fucking care. Anyway, cover. Oh, kick out of two by Whitney. That is Ariel Black in the ring right now, the blonde hair, with Alia Brooks being the brown hair chick.
There we go.
I honestly was getting kind of out of character. I was getting kind of tired enough knowing their names. Oh! 630 senton missed!
Jesus Christ.
Whitney Quinn saw that coming, and now that I know their names, she has taken Black to a fight right here, looking to get a second win going for her and her partner, who is not in their corner right now. But in the meantime, Whitney going for that armbar hold.
I just gotta say, the Ariel, which one was that one?
Ariel is the one in the ring right now.
Yeah, she looked like Sonic doing that 630. If she would have hit, she would have been the other girl would have been sent to another dimension.
That would be Whitney Quinn in the ring with her. And now speaking of Whitney, right now Whitney tagging in Crystal. And now what are they going for? Oh! Double kiss, and there's a nice tag team combination there by the Quinn sisters. Cover. Oh, and Alia Brooks damn near barely managed to break up the pin.
Yeah, I don't think she would have been able to kick out without Alia Brooks kicking her out.
Natural selection by Crystal Quinn. And Quinn is going absolutely crazy here. Uh-oh. And now, Ariel Black with a nice Green Bay, fucking, the Pentabomb, as some people like to call it. Pedigree turning into a power bomb. Or as one wrestler used to put it, the Green River Project that it was.
Oh, yeah.
AKA Ahmed Johnson's finishing maneuver.
It's also the Tiger Bomb.
Ah, okay. Well, that's what he called it. And now look at power Ariel Black. Deadlift, sit out, powerbomb, cover. Oh! And thanks to Aria Brooks stopping Whitney Quinn in her tracks, the Brooks Dynasty gets the victory here tonight.
Impressive win indeed. Even though never mind. It's definitely going to be something to look for if you're looking for next #1 contender for the Apex Women's Tag Team Champions.
Oh man, we've had some crazy moments here.
Your winners, the Warrior Princess, Angel Black, and Ali Brooks, the family.
Well, the Brooks Dynasty are very happy with their victory over the Quinn sisters tonight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will see if this has impressed the Charm City Queens enough to give them a tag team title shot. But we'll see what happens. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our two big matches here tonight to end the show. And what a way to get things... Oh, shit. This will be the last time you see this version of Alex Wolf. Out of character. I'm speaking out of character here. I completely forgot to change that. But this will be the last time you see this old Alex Wolf. I'm sorry for fucking it up. But hey, shit happens. Sue me. AKA, don't really sue me. It's just a minor fuck up. Don't actually sue me, people. In any case,
Good, I totally
next.
would have if you didn't say don't sue me, because I have the best Jewish lawyers in all of the world.
You're really gonna sue me over this, really?
You said to not sue you, so I won't.
Okay, so in any case, either way, Alex Wolf taking on Kirk Carter here tonight in a now let me be very clear about this, a non-title matchup. The Intercontinental title will not be on the line here, but Kirk Carter is not, this is not an official Chase for the Gold tournament matchup because Alex is not part of the Chase for the Gold tournament. Just so we're clear on this.
Definitely so, but it's gonna take a lot out of Kirk Carter after Carter now pulling in 2 matches a week. That's gotta be tiresome for even someone as impressive as Carter. But we're gonna see him put that to the test against the leader of Alpha, one of the most impressive people out there, Alex Wolf.
Oh yes indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are told Alex Wolf is ready, crowd's ready, the audience is ready. I already said that twice, so I don't really care. We are ready, so let's get this started right now.
Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, the natural Alex Wolf.
So Alex Wolf has told me, just so you know, this will be the last time I wear this attire. So be ready for the attire I use in my next match. And I said, okay, I can't wait to see what you got coming up in your next matchup, whenever that is, if that is going to be in the rest of 2K19. And speaking of that, I want to speak out of character again because why the fuck not? We are going to be finishing the tournament, except for the finals, in 2K19 if we do not finish it in time for 2K20, which most likely will be the case. But the tournament final, as well as Chase for the Gold itself, the pay-per-view event, will be our first show on 2K20.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that, and definitely looking forward to making all the arenas for 2K20. Can't wait for all those head scratchers.
But that's in the future. This is right now. Alex Wolf looking to try to do whatever he can to give Kirk Carter a fight. And thus far, Kirk Carter has been on a roll ever since he debuted in Apex Wrestling.
Yeah, Carter's been on quite the roll, and Alex is here to quash that. Showing that Alpha is here to stay.
Oh, yes, indeed. And now he is the Intercontinental Champion, the self-proclaimed King of Apex, Kirk Carter.
Los Angeles, California, weighing
It might be
in at
self-proclaimed, but it is
218
very,
pounds,
it's very
All-Star
warranted.
Intercontinental Champion, the show, Kirk Carter.
Well,
Champion.
Damn it, JoJo, quit saying champion twice. In any case, Kirk Carter, in my book, for him to be the king, he's got to do what none have been able to do before him. Tamura was unable to do it. Maybe he might, and that is to win the World Heavyweight title, or the World title, while holding the Intercontinental title, and that might be something that Kirk Carter possibly could do, since how his track record is almost just as equal as the man on this block, who is also just as undefeated, Matt Matthews.
Indeed, we're going to see some high-level action right now.
Earlier tonight, speaking of Kirk Carter, the man that has been wanting his attention, Austin Collins, was in a match against Jimmy Martinez, but Martinez, due to his size and power moves, was able to dominate. And I mean squash Austin Collins like a bug. So now the question is, what will Collins do to try to get people to notice him now, considering that he's now got his first loss since his attitude change? And on top of that, how does Jimmy Martinez fare in regards to the Intercontinental title picture after that match and after the way the match ended?
Maybe this is me being the biased Blackwire member, but I think that puts him just as much in line for the Intercontinental Champion as it does for Austin Collins.
That may actually be true. We'll have to see what Kirk Carter thinks in regards to his match, to that Collins-Martinez match. And if you ask me, I don't think Carter would have no problems putting the belt on the line against either one of those two, or if he's really ballsy, on against both of them at the same time.
Or possibly even Alex Wolf, if Alex is able to get some offense and pull a fast one over Kirk Carter and gives Carter his second ever loss. Maybe that puts Alex in contention.
Oh, wait a minute. Carter now. Top rope. Oh, double stomps to the chest. Off the top rope, too. Alex Wolf was on the middle rope, getting tied up in the trio wall. Managed to pull himself up, but was not able to stop Carter from doing the double stomps to the chest in the tree of woe position.
Yeah, very hard to stop those boots going right into your face with the tree of woe.
Well, the only way you could stop is if you go back in the tree of woe position before he's able to hit you. And now Wolf, he's got Carter in the sharpshooter. But Carter getting out of it.
Fairly, rightfully so. The sharpshooter being a very controversial move, and there's no way Carter's gonna tap to something like that.
At least not at the moment. He is a bit healthy at the moment here, but right now Alex Wolf getting systematically dominated here by Kirk Carter. But that's not to say Alex Wolf has done his fair share of trying to get back into this matchup. In the meantime, Carter just smashing Wolf's face, his whole face right onto the top turnbuckle, and is not exposed, and thankfully so, because if it was, Wolf might have been busted open after getting hit on the turnbuckle 10 times, covered by Carter, kick out of 2 by Wolf, and I think you could agree with me on that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even with the padding on there, padding doesn't really tickle that much as you think it is, because it ages, it gets a little more solid, and with enough pressure, you might even feel a little bit of that steel over that padding.
Oh man! Right to Alex Wolf's face. Carter with the cover.
Seen many a man be taken out with this move.
And just like that, Carter gets the 3 count.
Wow, we've seen another.
Again, Carter has just not been able to let his opponents get the better of him. He is showing that even in a Chase of the Gold tournament, he is still one tough cookie to put down.
Indeed. Only one man ever being able to beat Carter. And honestly, with this dominance we're seeing from Carter, I might throw this word around, but that might have seemed like a fluke.
Oh, we'll see. Either way, Collins, Alex Wolf might be looking to have a rematch against him next week.
Might possibly.
You see, Alex Wolf probably thinking that I don't know what's going in through Alex Wolf's head, but in the meantime, Kirk Carter celebrating yet another victory as he looks to maintain his undefeated streak in the Chase for the Gold tournament this coming episode of Warzone.
We'll just have to wait and see for next week.
That's what I'll have to see. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The match that we've both been waiting for. TAMURA.
Can I say it?
Wait a minute. TK Rack and TAMURA in the main event. 3 times this is the 3rd time these 2 men have been in a match against each other. TAMURA coming out on top both times. TK Rack looks to end that streak. But just like The Rock, can he do that? I don't know. What do you think?
I think TK has the biggest chance at beating TAMURA right now. TAMURA is on a losing streak that he is looking to break, but it's very hard to break a losing streak. Don't believe me? Ask Kurt Hawkins, ask Barry Horowitz, ask many names in the wrestling business, ask MVP. Many wrestlers have gone on terrible losing streaks, especially in tournaments like this. Your Toru Akihanmas in the G1, can't think of it, probably ones in the Bound for Glory series. It's very hard to break a losing streak, and TK's looking to capitalize on that by beating the man he has yet to beat. But there's only so much a 7-foot-tall piece of human shit can do, and I think TAMURA's gonna kick his fucking head off.
Oh damn, we'll see. TK Red TAMURA main event match. It's now. It's coming up now.
Yeah.
Making his way to the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 465 pounds, tough man, TK Rex.
Well, TK Rex has an opportunity that can help him in 2 ways. He's got to get a victory here tonight after losing to you. I believe it was last week on Ground Zero. And on top of that, he wants to do what he could not 2 times before. He wants to make this 3rd time the charm. And if he beats TAMURA, that not only will he get himself on the board, but he will continue Tamura's losing streak in this tournament.
Yeah, TK, his first loss against Tamura was a reality check for him. Made him come back just that little bit more stronger and faster. The second time, he was on top of the world. He was Apex World Champion, but he couldn't get it done. The third time, I think, is the closest he's ever had to ever getting a chance against Tamura.
The Dragon, Tammy Rays.
Well, Tamura, as I said earlier, is currently 2-0 in a losing streak. He needs a victory. Okay, did I say 2-0?
Yes.
Okay, my apologies. 0-2 as of right now. And if you ask me, he's probably looking at TK Rank and he's like, man, I'm going to kick your ass a third time, man. You still couldn't beat me when you were world champion. What makes you think you can beat me now? And if you ask me, he's probably got a point. But, you know, there's one thing, though. It's that losing streak. He's lost to Lance Romance and Matt Matthews in two of the craziest matches he has had ever since he lost the Intercontinental title to Kirk Carter at Monopoly.
Yes, indeed. We've seen nothing but 5-star classics from Tamura, and I expect nothing different against TK Rec tonight.
TK Rec wants revenge. Tamura wants to get on the board. One of these two men will meet their goal. And the bell is rung, and Tamura gonna do what he's done before and make TK Rec look like his little bitch.
Right out of the gates, too. At least at first in their last two encounters, TK has had the upper advantage right away, but Tamura almost having a new mean streak to him, now more maybe fueling those losses into anger and hatred to really bring the intensity into this match that he needs to get a victory.
Yeah, oh my god, TK trying to get something going. Tamura with a counter, and now Tamura, hurricane run into the big man. These two men have something fueling their fire. Tamura, like you said, having 2 losses in a row, and TK losing to Tamura 2 times in a row. How ironic that situation, how both men's situation somewhat coincide with each other in regards to the numbers. But now the question is, somebody's going to get a victory here. Either it's going to be Tamura with getting a victory in the tournament, or it's going to be TK getting a victory in both the tournament and in his matches with Tamura.
Yep, as I was saying, Tamura is fueling his fire, is really getting that anger and rage and letting it fuel his passion. But the thing with TK Rec is, he doesn't have anger and rage. He is anger and rage. He's embodiment of anger and rage incarnate. Sometimes that's his detriment, and sometimes it works in his favor.
Wow, Tamura, man, TK and Tamura tried to go for a big move on TK Reg, but before Tamura could, and by the time Tamura got off the top rope, TK got in the ring just enough to where Tamura was crashing down, but not hard enough to where it'd be like a turnaround. And in the meantime, Tamura back in control of the matchup, but TK with a Death Valley driver counter to Tamura, and now an overhead belly-to-belly to the small man.
That overhead belly-to-belly I've felt a handful of times. It's TK's go-to. It's whenever he needs you across that ring away from him, he busts it out.
There's the TK lock there, but a rope break saved Tamura there, I believe. But if you think about it, TK did a smart strategy. Go after Tamura's legs, because if you do it enough, knee to the face, then you might be able to stop him from doing that move right there that he just did. Cover kick on it too by TK.
Yeah, TK unorthodoxly going for submissions, going for that TK lock, trying to break that leg. That's a career ender, that submission.
Oh man, as you said that, TK nailed Tamura with a big boot, and now he's measuring him. Gonna go for that TK bomb.
Yeah, the big boot always signals it.
Oh, and there it is. The TK bomb to Tamura. That, I don't want to say might be it, but we'll see. It's covered by TK. Oh, 2 count only. I didn't think that was enough, but that is telling TK I'm getting close, but I cannot let him get the better of me. I have to keep going. I have to fight. I want that victory. I want to make him my bitch, even if it's just for one match. At least I can proclaim I got a victory over him. And now TK going absolutely batshit crazy, and there's the big boot again. And Tamura counters him, uppercuts him in the corner, and now it's back to Tamura. And now it's back to TK. I'm talking way too much for you to say something, but there's too much craziness going on in the ring right this moment.
I think TK might have lost his advantage while he threw that boot, but I think he's ready to throw another TK bomb at Tamura. Whether Tamura is ready for it or not, we're just going to have to wait and see.
Oh, and there's the elbow right in the face. Almost in the eyes of... Almost in the eye. Almost took his eye out of... Tamura did to TK. And now Tamura gonna go for a top rope. Coup de grace hits. Oh man, a coup de grace might do it. I don't know. Cover. Are you kidding me? Tamura 3 times in a row. Just beat TK Rick.
TK cannot beat Tamura, it seems.
He even had a thing go. Oh, look at TK. He's actually, look at, man, you know, you beat me 3 times. Finally gonna show him the respect he actually deserves. TK looking to show Tamura respect for the first time in their 3-match history.
I don't believe that. TK's got something up his sleeve. I know it.
Well, for the moment it does seem like TK is thinking, you know, you got me 3 times. I'm not the better man. Who knows, I might be absolutely just pulling your fucking leg. But in the end, I don't give a shit. Man, ladies and...
Yes. I wasn't. Go ahead.
Alright, so, with all this being done, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us here tonight in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we can't wait... Oh, hold up. Actually, you know what, before we end it, I want to announce the match cards for the next round. So here we go. In round 4 of Warzone and Ground Zero. Round 4 is going to be Brandon Murphy versus Jaden Shadow, Dylan Travis versus Virgil Snow, and of course, because it's the final match in the main event, it will be K-Dog taking on Deshaun Walton. And then on round 4, this is going to be a bit interesting because on round 4, I can see Tamura, he's still in the ring, he's looking at you, and I can see why. Because in round 4, it'll be Matt Matthews taking on DHJ, TK Rat taking on Yuri Kato, and in the main event, Tamura will be taking you on, Riley Wolf, in the main event.
Hey, Tamura, you asshole, I'll see you next week.
Tamura, I'll see you next week, and we will see my foot kicking your ass. I can see him mouthing the words. He's saying, I'll kick your ass next week, boy. And he's saying, championship gold, baby. Alright, but ladies and gentlemen, we have to end it off here tonight. We hope you enjoyed, and until this coming weekend for Warzone, I'm Forrest Walpole.
And I'm the best commentator in all of Apex, Riley. Whoa!
Signing off from Las Cruces, New Mexico.